Hey, it's JC1424 once again with NASCAR Thunder 2004. This is race 22 of 36. I think we're going to Watkins Glen, the second and last road course of the season, for Sirius at the Glen. The Sirius at the Glen, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Some, Sirius Black at the Glen, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I don't know where the name Sirius came from for Sirius at the Glen. I'll have to look into that on frickin' Wikipedia, just like everybody else does. But, this is gonna be a nightmare of some sort. Watkins Glen is not a really sexy track for JC1424 to race at. But if I qualify first and can unlikely manage to get the car on the outside to stay on the outside and not just pass me up right as soon as the race starts, I might be able to win this thing and keep the lead and whatever. But as I've seen myself drive in practice, that's like almost impossible. So we're gonna go to qualifying and we're gonna see my car that I picked out to drive in this race and how crappy I drive. This is the year 2000 or 2001 Tony Stewart Home Depot Chevrolet. Oh geez, I cut the corner, but oh, that was a really good corner though. That was a really good job. That's like the best I've taken that corner so far after all the practice. Geez. Okay, dang it. It's been a while since that's happened. But there we go again. We're hitting the frickin' wall. But the first turn is good, so I guess I can manage to make that one turn not matter if I get the rest of them really good. This turn right here, everybody except me sucks at. They always brake way too frickin' much, and it's stupid. And then there's that frickin' big white wall coming out of the turn. And this one that I hit once whenever I was a kid, because I was stupid and, you know, did stupid things whenever I played this game, of course. I was so pissed whenever I hit that little wall. I get pissed whenever I hit any wall, but now not so much. Whenever I slam into a wall, yeah, I'll be a little pissed. I got the pole. That was a really great lap time, obviously. God knows how good it would be if I would frickin'... Okay, fine, I'll cut the corner every single frickin' time then. If I won't hit the wall coming out of this turn up here. Up here, this turn up here. That is a weird statement now that you think about it. Coming out of the turn up here. The turn is up and away. Okay. Drifted my way through the chicane. That was pretty sexy. That turn, car. Duh. This turn can really ruin a lap time last time I checked because it's such a tight U-turn and it's such one of the fastest ones on the track. Getting stuck on the outside in these really tight 90-degree turns. I guess that time I kept it there. Well, I got the pole. This lap time was not very good. But the first one was really good. I'm just gonna have to see if I can keep whoever starts on the outside. Jerry Nadeau, one of those guys that's just freaking good at road courses, especially this one. He's gonna be on the outside, or in this case, the inside. The inside is where you don't want to be at this track because it's a road course, and the first turn is a right turn. So that's why it's good to be on the outside here. The lane switch just because it's a road course. I don't understand. It's all stupid. It doesn't really work for me at Infineon. That's why I wish I could just qualify second at Infineon and make it work. But this is Watkins Glen. The terrible driver in the awesome Army car starting next to me. I am really tired. My eyes like freaking hurt because of freaking riding stuff through school and whatever, so I'm a little tired. I think I would drive better if I wasn't tired, but whatever. This bad controller, the bad recording doohickey I've got, it lags sometimes, but it hasn't been doing that lately, which is nice. But it's still slow to react with the controller and the screen and what I see as I play. Okay, U.S. Army show off. I can see that you're perfecting your driving style, making sure that you're gonna get past me on the outside. Let's see about that.
The NASCAR Winston Cup Series made a right turn today on its way to Watkins Glen International for today's race, the Sirius at the Glen.
Barney, this will be a very tough race for some of the drivers.
Well, the Glen is quite fast for a road course. The problem is getting these big, heavy cars to handle well through the tight turns. A missed braking point can spell disaster for these drivers if they shoot through a corner too fast.
I would know.
Tony Stewart won the 2002 NASCAR Winston Cup Series championship.
And it was a tough
Tony
battle
Stewart
with him
is the
edging out
best.
Mark Martin by just 38 points. You could really see this team pulling together to win the championship throughout the year.
Mark Martin always seems to come up just a little short of the championship battle.
He's been the Winston Cup runner-up 4 times now, and for a guy this competitive, that has to hurt. But every year, he's right back in the hunt, and eventually his number will come up.
Dale Jarrett was part of one of the tightest point battles in NASCAR history in 1997. He ended up finishing second to Jeff Gordon.
And he didn't finish second by much, only 14 points, and Mark Martin wasn't too far behind either. Those last couple of races in a season are pretty exciting when a championship is on the line.
Okay. Engines started. Okay, Jerry Nadeau. Let's see what I can do. Let's see what you can't do. Let's show me everything that you can't do, okay? Okay, here we go. Just a little nudge and get away. I never really liked Robbie Gordon anyways. He's a little pissed, but I think that some of that's what he was before, because he was a little pissed at me for nothing, because, you know, Tony Stewart, he had this previous rivalry, and now everybody's falling behind. I guess I was a little too rough on Robbie Gordon, but that wasn't, I was just trying to drive good, you know. Really cut the chicane that time, but it happens. I'm doing my best. I've driven at Watkins Glen several times, okay? It's really hard to be good at a track with terrible controller and all this stuff that you should know about by now if you're watching any of my videos. Bad recording equipment and bad controller, third-party controller. Let's just see if I can keep this car up front. My braking point is supposed to be at the benchmark marked 3 on the left side. But after realizing where they brake going into the first turn, you would have noticed, because they all started passing me going into the first turn, is like after 3. But I guess that's because on the restarts and starts, the cars aren't as fast. And my benchmark for going into the chicane is between the first and second sign on the left side. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch it next time. There are signs on the left side, like right against the wall. There are signs with numbers and other stuff that I can barely read. But yeah, that's what I watch every time. I swear to goshness, I watch them every frickin' time. Unless there are cars around me and stuff, then I'm just kind of like barely watching and being careful at the same time, because I don't know whenever they're gonna hit the brakes, because they're weird.
70, 55. Great lap.
Braked after 3 again. But it turned out okay. No, it didn't. I got tight coming out of the turn. Dang it. I know you'd prefer me to be passing cars and working and stuff, but odds are eventually I end up crashing. Maybe I'll lap some cars and that'll be interesting. There's some cars way up there. Whoa. Almost lost control of the car going into the chicane. I hate the way they go into this turn. They just never... They always brake way too much going into this turn, and if there are cars in front of me, I always end up slamming into them. So I just try to qualify first and try to win the race. I really need to win after Kurt Busch screwing up my entire frickin'... well, he didn't really screw up very much. He just spun me out, and that pissed me off. I got a grudge against him now. I will spin Kurt Busch out before the end of the season after what he did at Indianapolis. There we go. Breaking point 3. If we were to break at 2, I would die, fly into the first wall. Oh my gosh, how is the car tight? We're driving in a straight line. That was weird. It felt tight. I can't wait till I get a DualShock 2 and the Elgato Game Capture HD. This will be one of those tracks where I'll be a lot better at, I tell you, I swear. Unless you're like my brother. My brother is just good at everything. He'd probably do a little bit better than I am at this track. Especially now. Because Watkins Glen was always one of his best. I'm just focusing on the track and how I get into the turns.
Left front tire's a little worn. That damage will
Oh,
slow you
dang
down.
car driver shifted down. Of all the times that I want him to, the one time he kind of didn't need to, he did.
5 more laps.
I figured I should have braked later because, well, I hit the wall going into the stretch, but apparently I did, and it gave me no benefit to my slower speed than usual. Are my words the ones that I am saying too hard for you to follow because somehow I'm saying them, of how I'm saying them? I think I'm getting into this Shane, the Shane, there's no Shane. This is NASCAR, not Walking Dead. And Shane is dead anyways. The chicane, I've been slowing down a little early going into there, and I can notice because of how easy it is to get in there. It's supposed to be really tight going into that turn. That's a sign that you're going really fast and stuff, you know? Well, I think I'll make a pit stop this lap, lap 6. Trying to keep the car from spinning out in that turn. I did a really good job. That's like the best time I've taken this turn yet. Without, you know, driving the car off the frickin' track. I think I did that earlier in qualifying. I drove the car off the track. I don't know. I've been doing it a lot in practice lately, driving the car off the track in the first turn. Okay, so I'm gonna have a pit stop. I hate that wall, and I hate this white wall right here that you're about to see. 3, 2, 1. Hate that one. I hate all the walls, but I hate those especially because they're stupid and mean, and they try to hurt me a lot, and sometimes they succeed. Oh, slow down, slow down, slow down! Damn it! Is that a first? I think that's the first time I've gotten stuff. Well, no tires, because I can get all this stuff right without it.
We got some more bonus points headed our way.
Well, so I guess Jeff Gordon may have led the lap just now, but I'm pretty sure that was going to happen eventually. There may be a caution or something, and that frickin' 5-second penalty. I was trying to slow down. I really got into it trying to slow down, but I failed. At one of the tracks where you're not supposed to fail at.
Track's clear. Go ahead and merge.
21st. At least we're in the top 21. Like that's saying anything. Hey, we're in the top 43. That's good. We're in the top 43. At least we're racing. Stupid words, stupid shit stuff to say. I don't know.
You're halfway on fuel.
I don't care how much fuel I have left. All I know is that I have enough. And I couldn't change my tires because I needed my pit stop to be short enough so I wouldn't frickin' lose everything. I want to win this race. I kind of need to win this race. I need to get quite a few wins if I want to win this championship. Because I was first, and then I got 5th at Indianapolis. Well, at least I wasn't the caution. That's good, you know. Where is the caution? Tell me. Ah, crap, there's a caution. Well, at least I'm not a lap down. And they got cars under pit stops, so I don't know if I'm going to be first after this caution. I don't even know if it ended under checker. Caution. Oh, okay. Kyle Petty. I mean, no. Okay, Dale Jarrett, why were you just sitting there doing nothing? What was he doing? Look at that. What the hell was he doing? He wasn't going anywhere. Of all the stupid things I've done, I have not just sat there doing nothing. Okay, so it's ending under caution. I was supposed to win this race. Where am I finishing then?
We got a top 10 spot. A top 10 will do
Top
just fine.
8th. What? How?
Late
Well,
changes were
I thought
pretty
it'd be something
scarce.
like
Yeah, I
21st,
guarantee you
but
there's
whatever.
at least 35 or 40 other drivers who wish they had seen the lead.
Tony Stewart had a good run, finishing in the top 10.
Yeah,
Top
yeah,
10s are
whatever.
sometimes just as hard to get as a win. That whole team did a great job.
The 20 car has someone new to look out for on race day.
Yeah,
You don't
Robbie
make it into
Gordon.
Winston Cup racing without being competitive, and sometimes these instincts get a little out of hand. Should be fun to see what happens next.
We hope you enjoyed today's race as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Until next time, this is Joe Moore and Barney Hall signing off.
Stupid Dale Jarrett. I can't believe Dale Jarrett. What's with Dale Jarrett? Just stopping in the middle of a frickin' turn, as if he did it specifically so a caution would come out, Kyle Petty would get hurt, I guess he has something against him, and to make sure that I would not win this race. I thought I'd be finishing 21st, but instead I'm frickin' finishing 8th. I don't understand how that happened. I was like the 5th car to pass the finish line, or the 4th car to pass the finish line, and they say that I'm finishing 8th, and I don't get that. Well, it could have turned out a lot worse, because this is Watkins Glen. Damn you, Robbie Gordon. Oh, wait, no. Robbie Gordon was just that guy that I slammed into. I hate Dale Jarrett right now, because Dale Jarrett screwed me out of the frickin' win. Because he's stupid. He stopped it. He is really stupid. He just stopped for no reason. Mark Martin won the race. He's pretty rad. Ricky Craven, Kenny Wallace, Jeff Green, Jeremy Mayfield, the crackhead who got fired for performance-enhancing drugs in like 2006 or something. And Chase Montgomery. Ooh, and Kevin LePage. Those two don't belong there, so that's why I'm finishing 8th. I could have finished 6th if not for those stupid lap cars that were right in front of me. Dang it. Okay, well, let's take a look at this stuff. The only lap Mark Martin led was the last frickin' lap, the one under caution. So that's stupid. And I led the most laps, 6 laps, so that's some 10 bonus points right there. That's nice. Whoa, 10 bonus points. That puts me 152 points this race. Finishing in front of Chase Montgomery as I wanted to, so that's technically a 6th place finish, because that would put me behind Jeremy Mayfield in points this race. In a way, you know, all that. Okay. So that's 7 out of 9. So who led the other 2 laps? It may have been Jeff Gordon, because he passed me later on. Oh my gosh, oh, Johnny Benson. So I guess it was him that passed me whenever I went for my pit stop. And if I hadn't frickin' got caught speeding whenever I was trying to slow down, well, then I would have finished better, definitely. 5 seconds is a lot at NASCAR. So he leads 2 laps, and He gets those dumb 5 bonus points, which would give him 78 total, behind Kyle Petty in points by 1. And that's all of them right there. Jeff Gordon finished 31st. He's great at road courses, that's sad. Poor Robbie Gordon hates my guts, and he finished 32nd. I don't care about it. Oh, Bobby Labonte finished way like 35th or 34th or something. That's sad. He's my teammate. But whatever, you didn't need to see all that. I was just, looking at all the other shit. Ugh, thank gosh. Thank goshness. Michigan's over. No. Watkins Glen is over. Michigan is next, and Michigan is going to be pretty awesome. But the next video is going to be NASCAR PSP. I did say that it would be Bristol next for NASCAR PSP, but what happened was I somehow did not qualify pole, instead got qualified 10th. So that's going to be the next video and episode for NASCAR PSP, Michigan, which we will go to next in NASCAR Thunder 2004 as well, for what I think will be race 23 of 36, if the last one that I was just at was not 22. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that we just did 22 and the next one is 23. All this epic failure corrupting my season while saving the game has gotten me confused with numbers, because it doesn't say the right numbers at the bottom of the screen. Well, see you next time. Episode over.